Hello, people. This is another character synopsis of one of my favorites, a villain I've created. His name is, well, it's Nihl, ex-priest Nihl. Now he wants to be referred to as Lord Nihl. And I'll get into that and the reasoning on that a little bit later. But let me talk about the inspirations for this character, Nihl. Well, Nihl refers to the term nihilism or nihilistic, which I believe is have no faith or things don't have a meaning or reason and beyond. It's like that's the faith or whatever. I'll have the actual definition somewhere so I can read it. It's not something it's something I did believe once upon a time. I'm not sure if I still believe it. I'm open-minded. His inspirations: Darth Nihilus from Star Wars, Revenant from Apex, and Death from Soul Eater, and Elden Ring, those centipede things, and you may see that later on and why it's to that, but you know a little bit of the lore already. Numen was once guiding the planet, and his star was symbol proof. The star once upon a time disappeared, and the world was put into chaos. Now, Nihl, he was a big priest, and he was a big advocate for Numen in that religion. And when the world was put into chaos and despair, he was looking for Numen, but no one would come as horrible things would keep happening. And as the biggest advocate and believer of Numen in that religion and faith, he felt betrayed. And whether if Numen was actually watching over the planet or not is actually hearsay. No one knows if he actually was. Nihl ends up losing faith himself, and it turns him a little bit towards the dark side. So then eventually he comes across this red glowing stone. That's very mysterious, by the way. I won't give you the full spill on it. Yeah, he finds it, he keeps a hold of this stone just cause, why not, you know? But over time, Nihl slips into madness, and he wants to get revenge on Numen. The best way he thinks of doing so is finding true believers and still acting as the priest he once was, lures him into his castle or church of prayer, and slaughters them, and hangs their body up on the ceiling. Think of it as decoration. So as Nihil's committing these atrocities, he notices the stone starts to glow. Then he starts to pray to it, and a bond starts to form within. He can't tell quite yet what it is, but it's a bond that's formed within something off into the distant galaxy, maybe even a farther galaxy of its own, the Red Galaxy maybe, who knows. But if there's one thing I really like about this character is just like the main characters, he's leveling up on his own, getting stronger.